about now, Jay. C-Dub on the beat. Back against the wall, CL20's knocking rated. IGI's tripping, validated, shoot ready.
Hey, yo, what's good with everybody, man? I hope everybody's having a productive day, feeling blessed, and like I always say, it's one life, one chance. We only got one chance to do this right. Let's get it done. Yeah, I already know people are already asking me. People are tripping out. And let's get into this video, man. I want y'all to get a laugh with me. So I dropped a video this morning, right? But I had a lot of intentions behind that video. Well, for one, relevant information that I was provided by a lot of people. And most importantly, you know, I always convey my messages despite what all the little haters think and all the little haters leaving a comment saying that they can see through me, that I'm just full of crap. Yeah, well, the vast majority of my audience members love my message, love my support, love my YouTube content, and it's reaching a lot of people. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean that it's not making the big difference. And I see the big difference, and that's what matters to me. And I broadcast that difference to people that support me. So when I did that video, you got to remember, obviously about 10,000, 12,000 views, I see a comment saying that I didn't have permission to use that picture, that this is a cease and desist, and he's going to sue me, all kinds of stuff. We're going to lawyer up and all this and that. So, you know, it was George E. Gonzalez, the username, and then it dawned on me, I was like, hold on, that's where I got the picture from, that Facebook page. So it's like, your picture, Güero Caballo and his wife, is public information already. I Googled so many pictures that are available. How do you think I was able to obtain that kind of picture? Because once you post it, it's public. People grab pictures from me, screenshot my YouTube videos and make thumbnails about me. It's public information. I can't sue everybody. So it became Publix, but he threatened me for that. A Mexican mafia member that's sitting in the cell right now had enough time to jump on a username and use his actual name that he uses for his Facebook and threatened to sue me for using his wife's pictures and sue me for slander. Now, if anybody knows the law, because everybody's going to ask me why I took the video down, and I'm going to explain. If anybody knows the law, like, do you realize that if I was to go to court for anybody that tries to sue me, because this is like the 7th person in the past year that's threatened to sue me. These articles are provided by either family members, but in accordance to case laws, information that's already public that you can Google, that other people have made articles about. I just reference them and make YouTube content videos. You know, they continue to say that I'm slandering or I'm speaking on something that's none of my business, and they're going to sue me if I don't take it down. And I've always respected, not the Mexican mafia per se, but I've always respected other people. Like, well, look, if this subject is tender and it's something that you just don't want to relive and remember and you don't want to talk about, then so be it. You know, I respect that. I respect my audience members. I respect people that tune in. I'll take those videos down. Trust me, the message is clear. I just develop messages for the kids and messages for the families because I get all this content and this information. It just doesn't fall in my lap. People reach out to me. People give me these stories. Hey, you should cover this, man. This is a tragic story. This is a sad story. A lot of women do. A lot of women. A lot of men do too as well. So I do it in honor of them at their request. You know, and I've had my difficulties. Everybody's always reporting my channel. Everybody's demonetizing my channel. So far, so good. YouTube hasn't targeted me to the extent where they just cancel me. But, you know, it's happening. But to see a Mexican mafia member actually go out his way and threaten me with the law, when I thought criminal organizations couldn't conform or couldn't comply with the law and law enforcement, he decided to threaten me with legal action because of a picture that I used. So the term slander is or defamation is if I came up with something and I knew it was wrong information and I knew it was BS, but I went on ahead and shared it anyway. The preponderance of the evidence stipulates that you have to prove that I knew it was wrong and that it was bullcrap, and I still said it anyways. So I could have easily kept the video up and said, man, go ahead and sue me. First of all, you got to find out where I live in order to serve me papers. And then you're going to take me to court and tell on me, which would only make you look bad. You know, I could have played that game and been, you know, vindictive and embarrass you, but I chose not to. But reality, what jury's going to side with somebody who has a criminal record, that's going to side with somebody where you can literally just Google his name, Güero Caballo, 18th Street, and everything that comes up and try to convince the jury that everything that I said was not true, when this is information that's been all over online for the last 15, 20 years. you know, then you're going to have to prove how they didn't have you segregated in San Quentin on a tier by yourself, like nobody within a 10-man cell radius. You couldn't even walk to the shower and talk to somebody because of a hit you sanctioned in High Desert. You know, you'd have to prove that every allegation that I brought up in this video is false. So that's going to just be harder on you. It's going to bleed your family of money. And this goes for everybody, though. Because most of the videos that I posted have always been relevant information because people talked about them. People said they were true. People validated them. And I've gathered everything that other people have already put together. So to sit there and say you can sue me and utilize the law against me when I know the law is not going to work in your favor based on the reputation. Now, mind you, a CO let me know that they had a training and a meeting today talking about the state commission. He couldn't even believe that I even knew that information. He couldn't believe it. And I was like, nah, I get my information from elsewhere. I don't really talk to COs like that. Talk to a couple every now and then. But most of the time it's just words of encouragement. Like, man, everything you say is true, man. It's a good thing that you're doing. That's the basis of those kind of conversations, right? But you know, this platform has allowed me to create a network of people that I provided these information. This, like I said, I'm not just sitting here at the desk making all this up. A lot of people have utilized my platform to share their stories, their experiences, how they feel, their messages, and I create my own with that same message. And people support the realities and the in-depth tragedies that I've talked about all over my YouTube channel and have encouraged me by giving me other cases, giving me other situations. That Santa Fe swap meet, that I didn't know nothing about that. A girl told me, she's like, man, nobody's ever talked about this, man, but this is a messed up story. And I went on ahead and did it. That video got 1.2 million views on TikTok off a positive message that I could create, a message that I get out there. The defamation of character and slander is you'd have to prove in court that everything that I said hurt you, like emotionally. You'd have to go to a psych and prove that I emotionally damaged you or that I hurt your money. Well, you're a prisoner. Wow, what kind of money do you really have? Are you balling like that? You got 20 grand on your books? How did you get that? Audit. You know, there could have been a lot of things. I could have went about this in a lot of situations, but, you know, my email got spammed like crazy. And so that means they went out their way to look for my email and threatened me about taking it down. And another dude on the comment section was like, take this video down or actions will be taken. So a lot of people are going to assume that, you know, they scared me. No, I purposely did that video because I had a direct message. You know, I went this past year getting threatened by both sides, and I continue to stay positive. My family understands the circumstances that I was already in prior to YouTube. For the dumbest mistakes that I made being a rider, being a gang member out there on the streets, I already had put a target on my back for a very long time. Now I just made the target even bigger and more expansive from north to south to everywhere all over the world, right? My family understands the circumstances that we're in. So we all take precautionary measures on how we go about living our daily lives and enjoying our lives and living our best lives, but in solitude. We're all thankful that my channel has been this successful where I'm able to provide for my family, take care of myself. And, you know, we relocate all of us to somewhere very far where we're untouchable. Plain and simple. And that's going to be the end goal when it comes to my YouTube channels, to have all my family together and we're living in peace and quiet like Yellowstone. You know, I got a little horse, I got some ducks, some chickens. Straight rancheros, bro. Straight up. That's the end goal. You know, I got to take some of this seriously because obviously I rattled some cages. Because I got the attention of the people that I wanted to get the attention from. Because like I said, past year, threats all day, comments all day. You know, most of the time they're trolls. But you got to remember, I'm in a dangerous position for the content that I put out. But these are stories that need to be told that everybody was afraid to talk about for a very long time. I'm not afraid because, yes, I lost a lot of my life. I lost half my life conforming to this same lifestyle that's pretty much just bullcrap. It's dumb the way we just believe it, that it's for a necessary good, but all it is a necessary evil, just a pure evil that's going on. And I'm going to continue with my message. I'm going to continue with these videos to the best of my ability. Yeah, I pray to God nothing happens to me and my family. But we all know what's at stake. Like I said, the message was clear. You know, a lot of people always talk about, you know, the extent of their power. But If that's what we're going to elaborate on, is just how far their hands reach from the penal system, the extent of their power, then a lot of us need to stand up and show the extent of our power. I'm just a YouTuber that sits at a desk after he comes home from work, and I take phone calls. If I wasn't working, you guys wouldn't even know the amount of information that I can gain and provide for you guys with stories. But, working 9 to 5, it takes a lot out of that. And then by that time, I forget, or some people just forget to get back at me. So, I could have been more powerful than that. I could have been more, I could have gotten shady with my techniques and the information. That was just the tip of the iceberg. But I'm very aware of the person that's in California City that scrutinizes my content and sends it to all these powerful dudes so they can watch to see what I'm saying. Because if you think about it, if everything in my video was not factual, was irrelevant, was misinformation, I'm pretty sure they could have just sat back in the cell and started laughing and be like, this fool's over here just telling wolf tickets. This dude's over here just capping right now, bro. Oh my God. What else, man? Am I related to John Gotti or Sammy the Bull? No. It was relevant information and factual information to the point that they actually threatened to sue me in emails and comment sections, having their people commenting in the video talking about, man, you better take it down, bro. You better take it down. It's your final warning. Nah, I made my own personal decision to take it down, because in reality, if I wanted to go that route and go to court, it's an uphill battle. There's a lot you're going to have to prove, because I'm the one being sued. So all I got to do is sit there and say, prove how all this is wrong. Please prove. Just go ahead and prove it. Convince the jury that you're a good Samaritan and I'm the bad guy. I could have did that. Chose not to, because I'm not here to start a war. That's not what I came on here to do. That's not how I changed my YouTube channel. And that's not what I want to become, as an instigator and starting wars. No. My YouTube channel and my audience members that I conform in, that I confide in, just wanted me to convey a positive message. And I'm going to continue to do so in that regard. So that's why I took the video down. But I just wanted everybody to know, because I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you were scared, you were spooked. Nah. Besides the point, I know I pick and choose my battles. Most importantly, I understand when to hold them and when to fold them. And that video got 20,000 views before I took it down, because I needed to get that message across. Because, the things that I know and the things that have happened to me and the things that have been said to me and the phone calls that have been reached out to me, I never put none of that information out there, because the last thing I need is law enforcement just hitting me up like, hey, bro, so what are all these about? What is that? What, are you in danger? No, I'm a content creator. I'm doing my thing. I'm making a living. I'm making a life for me and my family. I'm doing something productive. My life's not in danger. I don't need to go that route. I could have been that person just to publicly put it all out there. Every time that I receive this threat or this call or this whisper or this phone call or this picture that I've seen that they're trying to look for me. No, it is what it is. They were looking for me way before my YouTube channel. So nothing changes that. There's nothing that I can do, even if I was to go quiet and not do YouTube no more. Wouldn't change nothing. They've already been after me for so long. Just made the target a lot more bigger. My circumstances can't change. My family knows that. But I'm still doing my best to protect my family. If anything happens, just know that it won't go in vain, like my cousin's death. It hasn't been in vain. I still preach one life, one chance. And I still have a strong positive message. And I still have passion for what I do. So yes, I know I'm going to continue to get threatened to be sued. But I just wanted to point that out to you guys. That's the extent that they're willing to go. Is utilize the law in itself to protect them and target me. But when I shared that information with everybody else, everybody was like, man, how's that gangster? Damn, he's going to tell on you like that? It's not even about that. I do get it. He doesn't want information about his name out there. Who does? My name gets dragged all over YouTube. Doesn't matter to me. At the end of the day, my message has been strong. And if these numbers show you anything, and the views and the support that I do have, that I do cherish every day, it's going to encourage me to continue till I can't no more. Because the positive message and the message that I'm putting out there and the difference that I see being done with my videos is very important. And people are going to remember me for that. So I just thought I'd give you guys a crazy little laugh about, the lawsuit that was pending against me. That's like the seventh time, If my channel was bullcrap and I was just up here lies, why would actives even care to comment? Actives continue to comment, disrespecting me, slandering me, calling me drop out this, POS that, this and that, We know where you live. We know where you stay. What yada yada yada. If all my stuff was bullcrap, they wouldn't even pay attention. Pay no mind whatsoever. And if the video that I put out this morning was misinformation, that man sitting in that cell that's supposed to be the most powerful man in California, he wouldn't even have blinked, wouldn't even have flinched, wouldn't even have budged, but he did. So it just goes to show you guys, man, that the information that I gather and the stories that I collect and the content that I do, real life information, I'm just creating positive messages out there so these kids understand, like, man, this is the danger. These are the dangers and the realities when you join this lifestyle. Just trying to open up everybody's eyes. So with that being said, like I always say, it's one life, one chance. We only got one chance to do this right. Let's get it done. Peace.